I'm going to tell you a story about a man. There was once a man called Elimelech. He had a wife. Her name was Naomi, and he had 2 sons, Mahlon and Kilion. They all lived in Bethlehem, but there was famine in the land, so they had to leave. And they had to go to live in a city called Moab. There, Elimelech died, and his 2 sons got married to Moabite women. Their names were Orpah and Ruth. After they lived there for about 10 years, Mahlon and Kilion, the 2 sons, they died. So Naomi, their mom, prepared to take both her daughters-in-law back to Moab to live with their families. They didn't want to leave because they loved her very much, and they didn't want to leave her alone. But she insisted that they had to go back to their families and get married and get husbands so they can start living their life again. So Orpah kissed her mother-in-law goodbye and left, but Ruth clung to her.
Look, your sister is returning to her people and her God. Go with her.
Don't urge me to leave or turn back from you. Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people. Your God will be my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord deal with me, be it ever so severely, if even death separates you and me.
So Naomi agreed that Ruth goes with her, and they both went back to the town called Bethlehem. And there everyone was very surprised and excited to see them.
Is this Naomi?
Don't call me Naomi. Call me Mara. Because the Lord Almighty has made my life very bitter. I went away full, but the Lord has brought me back empty. Why call me Naomi? The Lord has afflicted me. The Almighty has brought misfortune upon me.
So they stayed in a city called Bethlehem until the harvest began. Okay, so now today we have Ruth here with us, so I'm going to do an interview with her. So, Ruth, tell me, what made you take this decision to go back with Naomi?
Thank you, Sarah, for having me here today. As my faith grew by the years, I believe in God, and I believe that God will make our way where He seems to be no way. However, there are some conditions. We have to trust in God to lead our ways according to His plans. And if we live like this, and by His love and keep His commitments, then you would have that love and that strength to take that decision. And my place was with Naomi.
So, what was your feeling when you decided to take that decision to go back with Naomi? What did you feel so you took that decision?
It was just a feeling of God, with the feeling of love for His word, and with the feeling of love for His people. I feel that I had to be loyal, so it was a lot of loyalty, also devotion and faith. Faith is what made me kept with my Naomi.
So Ruth, she showed her feeling of love by her willingness to make a costly commitment to go live back with Naomi, and her action is an excellent example of faith. So, Ruth, what advice would you give young women that are in a difficult situation as you are?
The advice that I give you all is trust in the Lord with all your heart. And lean not to your own understanding. In your own ways, He will make you acknowledge that He will make you path straight. So just have faith and love for Him, that He will show the way for you.
Does any of the audience have any questions for Ruth? Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes, welcome.
Am I allowed to ask a question?
Yes.
So I want to society have been set up better so that you wouldn't have to make that journey?
Thank you for your question. The society could be better by just not having this type of wars, and then not to have people and families get separated by having this conflict, and just to having an understanding and just not to have any judgment for others. In other words, it's like we live in the same world, we share the same earth, we have the same, most of us have the same values, so why not respect each other? So I think that the way that my costly commitment to sacrifice to be with Naomi would be just to make others aware that it's better to be in a world without conflict, without war, and to be in peace.